Here we have the Samsung Galaxy Gear. This is their entry into the smartwatch category. As you can tell, it has a pretty interesting look to it. It has a nice metal face and a synthetic plastic band. And it also has a metal clasp on the back. The cool thing about the clasp is it actually has a microphone in it. So if you want, you can actually make phone calls from here. It does have a microphone, and I've used it, and it does work fairly well. If you want to make a phone call, you just swipe from the bottom, and you can start dialing whatever numbers you want, or you can just go back. Also, if you swipe from the top, it pulls up the camera, which is located right up here. So as you can see, kind of pointing up at the ceiling right now, but it can pretty much be pointed in any direction. And it works pretty well. The quality is okay, but it's still a camera that is integrated into the watch, which is both good and bad, I guess. You could theoretically get interesting shots from it, but the truth is it's kind of just creepy. Also, with the watch, you have the ability to do a bunch of other things by swiping, so you can see your notifications here. Most notifications I get on this phone are Facebook, and I can just go back and then swipe over to S Voice, which is essentially just pressing the screen and then telling it a command. And then Voice Memo is, voice memo. And then you have the gallery, which basically pulls up all the photos you've taken with it. And yeah, these are all the different pictures and videos. And then you just swipe down to go back again, and then you have the media controller, which is kind of allows you to control your music or whatever else you have on there. Pedometer is for Samsung's stuff that they have pre-installed on the phone. They seem to be very health conscientious, and they have like pedometer stuff on the phone on the Galaxy Note 3 as well. And then it's just settings. You can change all these different things on here. You can mess with the brightness, but the truth is, it's an interesting watch. I'm not really sure if it's the best watch, but you can do things like take pictures. So there's a picture, and switch that to video, and it takes a 15-second long video. And as you can tell, those sounds that it makes are highly audible, and that's a feature you can't turn off because they don't want you to creep on people, I guess. Or at least if you do, people will know. But other than that, it only has one physical button, which is right over here, that allows you to turn the screen on and off. And it also serves as a power button, so you can turn it on and off. And as you can tell over here, you have those 4 pins. Those are for power. Actually, it's 5 pins. Those are for power, so you can charge it. And you actually have to use a special charging dock thing that you then connect to a micro USB cable, and then you're able to charge it. The problem with the Galaxy Gear is that it only lasts about a day or two being like best case scenario. And because of that, you essentially have to charge it like every day or two. And the truth is, no one wants to charge their watch every day or two because they already have to do that with their phone. So that's probably the biggest downfall of this watch, other than the fact that it pretty much only works with the Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy S4. It does look better than some of the other watches, like the Qualcomm Talk, which we just reviewed. The Talk has a much, I would say, bigger screen, but, or at least it seems bigger, even though I don't really think it is. But the Talk is all plastic, and it doesn't have as nice of a feel or look as the Gear, but it does have some, nice features, like the screen doesn't turn off, it's always on. And it gets about 4 to 5 days of battery as opposed to 1 or 2 on this one. So like if I were just to look at my watch right now, I would know what time it is on the talk, and I wouldn't know what time it is on the gear, which is kind of lame. The gear does recognize motion, so it will turn on when you move it like that. If you let it time out and turn off, it'll go off, and then every time you kind of like rotate it and give it some, notice that you're wearing it, it comes back on. So it just does that. But otherwise, that's pretty much it.